I'm Grae Drake, and welcome to Draw and Vibe. It's like a paint and sip, except we're not allowed to have liquids in the studio. You're definitely going to recognize our guest today. He's been in comic book movies. He writes comic books. He is truly an all-around talent. David Dastmalchian!
Oh boy, you really put me on the spot there, Grae.
So the way we start out is you pick a prompt from the very fancy CBR fishbowl, and you are looking to grab one yellow and one green.
One yellow, one green. Okay. One yellow, one green.
There you go. One yellow. Oh. Follow directions so beautifully. One green.
I keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret. That's the only thing you're withholding from me today. What is going to face them when they see Rosario in theaters?
What's so fun about Rosario is here's a film that deals with like I know so much about horror, lore, monsters, etc. But there's certain cultures and certain parts of the world where I don't know as much. And when I got the
learning experience.
when I got the opportunity to be a part of this world, it was really exciting for me to learn about something totally different.
This is like just about a family, and it's a woman who sort of estranged from her mom and her grandma passes away, and then all hell breaks loose.
And I don't know who here has ever had everybody who's watching this in some way or another has had that experience where you're like, you have a family member that you've had maybe a falling out with or something. Sure. And so in this film, Rosario, who's our lead character, has kind of cut off contact with her grandmother because her grandmother, in Rosario's feelings and opinion, has so wrapped up in this religious belief system. This feels culty almost to Rosario. She's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I need a break from grandma. And so she's
a break from grandma.
Lost touch with grandma, but grandma sadly has passed away. And there's nobody to be with her in her apartment besides Rosario.
And you are playing the
very nice, wonderful, sweet neighbor. He's a lovely guy. Everyone's going to love him. He's going to be a fan favorite this year.
Now, David, don't lie to the Draw and Vibe people.
I would never lie to you guys. He is certainly a interesting guy. Here's the thing about the character I play. As a neighbor, some people think their neighbors are nosy or annoying. He's the neighbor who literally all he did was lend Rosario's grandma an important piece of kitchen appliance, and he just wants it back.
He just wants it back.
It back.
Have you ever lent something to someone and not gotten it back in real life?
Yes.
What was that thing?
Money.
Oh, crap.
I learned a hard lesson about lending money. And also, I borrowed money back in the day when I couldn't pay it back. And I think there's probably people I still owe money to, so it's probably all just karma.
Well, you know what? They're going to be in the YouTube comments, so you can find them that way.
Okay, hi everybody.
You just make it all right.
Find me there.
If Dave owes you money, make sure to comment down below. I've read that you said you felt the sense of imposter syndrome even after you had already worked with Nolan. Is that true? How'd you work through it?
Well, fortunately, working with him, he made me feel included. It's like he certainly made me feel like I had a place to play and belong. But like even on the first collaboration I got to have with him, I auditioned for a different role than what I'd been cast in. I was certain that it was a mistake. That like John Papsadera, the incredible casting director who put me in the film, had made some kind of grave error. And so I was, pretty insecure, pretty nervous, pretty scared. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I got on set, and I think the way that Nolan, when you watch a master like that's films, you can just tell this is a person who has such a strong, clear, incredible vision that even though I didn't feel like I necessarily belonged or maybe I was out of place, it's like I fit in a way because he just made me feel like I did. That's the best way I could describe it.
That's awesome.
Felt very lucky to be in his presence, on his, in his world, working on two of his films. They're masterpieces too.
That's the thing.
He's a genius.
When we hit halfway, there's something else you have to do.
No, come on. Are you joking me?
Okay, pick a blue.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Totally, I'm messing up your fluff. Reveal what our halfway point challenge is.
Ready?
Yes.
Let me tell you. We have to add something to the pick with our eyes closed.
You bastard.
Eyes closed. Something to the pick. Eyes closed.
Okay.
This is not cool, you guys.
Nightmare.
I mean, I've already gone off of the canvas. I guess that's encouraged by some art schools.
Yeah.
Just go off the canvas.
There is one thing I wanted to ask you about Rosario in a little tiny segment I like to call Was It Real?
Was it real?
What about Grandma's body?
That was a real body. They went to the morgue and they found this poor deceased elderly woman whose family totally volunteered.
Oscar. She can't accept. Her acceptance speech is gonna be very quiet.
Can I say though, Casey and the team that worked on the horror effects for Rosario, our makeup team and the practical effects artists who helped build things like Rosario's grandma's body, et cetera. God, they just did such a killer, and I say that with no pun intended, job. Really impressive. Really impressive.
So much revolves around that body. I couldn't tell in this movie what was real and what was fake. I felt like you must have shown up on a day that you didn't even feel good because you were so pale. It must be all real.
Very chapped lips. It's
very
all about
chapped.
The chapstick.
Very
That's
demanding you were.
That I found everything in a tube of chapstick. He was right there on the page for me. What I loved about the character, and I was so glad I got to do him, is that he's one of those characters where you think you know what he is, and you think you'll know what his place is in the story, and then you can go, hopefully, if I do a good job with it, we're gonna go oh, I didn't see that coming. Which would be awesome for me.
That's what I was saying while I was watching it. I can't wait for people to see it because I love watching all the different stuff you're up to. What's that Dave up to now?
Thanks.
That's how I do it too. I make a little weird.
You make your hands on your head. What is that Dave Dastmalchian doing these days?
Are you ready to reveal these masterpieces?
Can we show the work before?
First, we reveal to the camera. Okay? Thanks. Then we reveal to each other. And you have to guess what I drew, and I have to guess what you drew. First. We're going to go together and reveal to the camera.
Okay, revealing to the camera.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you go. I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait. Okay, so that looks to me like it looks like a wolfman monster-y, but he is in the Alps, I think, and those beautiful little accoutrements seems like snow. So it seems like Wolfman is freezing to death in the snow slowly, which is how I describe what's going on sometimes in my heart to people. Is that
very, very close? Yeah. The prompt that I received was freezing cold.
Oh, okay.
Monster.
Oh, yes.
So I was trying for an abominable snowman.
Yes, because he's white.
But Wolfman is. They're cousins. Did you know that?
Do you know what?
Did you know that, scientifically, that werewolves and Bigfoot, Yetis, abominable snow creatures, they're all family.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Oh, fascinating. Okay. So, a monster, beater. What do you call that? A blender.
Yes.
Not blender. A beater. Blender. Ghost. A monster that is that kills people, and it's in the beater.
Yes, that's pretty much it.
Monster beater.
Check it out. It is mysterious and foreboding kitchen gadget.
Mysterious. It is mysterious. It's highly foreboding because it's obviously committed murder.
Now, what I drew, by the way,
was that blind?
The random blue marks and the terrible yellow circle.
Okay.
Is what I drew with my eyes closed, and I got really insecure and I added a smiley face that's
Fair.
screaming when my eyes open.
Because the human saw the Pac-Man saw
Right?
the foreboding, mysterious.
I was just trying to use the stand mixer to make cookies, but
Just a mixer.
that's directly in honor of your character, Rosario, obviously.
Perfect.
What's the part you drew with your eyes closed, by the way? Because that looks really good.
I then did. I went back with
You
black.
went back.
I did a tree.
Ah. Okay, you covered it up. I think that our monsters maybe start some kind of fighting crime element.
They start a gang. Well, it's like
Yeah.
holiday cookies. So the abominable snow monster comes down and they make cookies out of their victims who they pluck from the front porch when they come around trying to carol to them. They're like, you singing to me tells me you want to be baked into a cookie to keep me down.
Fa la 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 la.